Hurry up, Nan.
Yeah, Moko. What's wrong?
I missed Papa. It's nearly been 11 months since his passing. I can't feel him anymore.
Oh, haramai. Let's have a chat. Can you see that cluster of stars?
Which cluster?
Oh, your old kuia isn't much of an artist, but I'll draw them here in the whenua for you.
Oh, Marama, I see.
That is Te Kāhui o Matariki. And see that bright star in the middle? That is Matariki, the mama, surrounded by all her children. She guides her whānau across the sky, night after night.
But I thought Matariki was the name for all of those stars, not just one.
Taonga. Often our cluster of stars are named after one of the main stars. We have a similar situation with Tautoru, the three bright stars which actually point towards Matariki.
But if Matariki is the mama, where is their papa?
Good question, Moko. Matariki is surrounded by her tamariki, but their father is Rehua, the great lord of the sky. He sits separate to Te Kāhui o Matariki in another constellation. You may recognise it as Te Mataua Maui, the fish hook that Maui used to fish up Te Ika Maui.
So Matariki and Rehua are in separate places?
Koia tonu, heoi, kei wareware. Matariki and Rehua are just like Mama and Papa.
And what about Matariki's children? Who are they?
Well, look here. Let's learn a thing or two. That's Pōhutukawa. Pōhutukawa is the eldest child of Matariki and Rehua. Pōhutukawa is seen to be the star that unites all wairua that have passed within the year before they set sail on Te Waka o Tamarereti. Pōhutukawa is where Papa is. He is always there. You may not feel him, but he'll always be with you.
Wow, I can see Pōhutukawa from here. Does she have anything to do with the Pōhutukawa trees?
Oh, you have your own father's curiosity, Moko. Yes, there is a connection. When people pass away, their wairua begin their long hikoi north to the very top point of Aotearoa. This place is called Te Rerenga Wairua, the departing place of the spirits. Here stands a beautiful and ancient Pōhutukawa tree, which is where the spirits finish their hikoi by descending down its roots and passing on. So both the tree and the whetū are linked. They are parts of the journey that wairua embark upon.
I do wish Papa was here though. We've been tasked with preparing the umu kohukohu. I've never done it by myself before.
E te tau. The significance of the umu kohukohu whetū is so beautiful. It is a Matariki tradition and how we acknowledge some of the whetū i te kāhui o Matariki.
We make offerings to Matariki and her children, eh?
That's right. Let me tell you about the other tamariki of Matariki as I lay out the parts of the umu kohukohu. I'll put them down here too, next to my drawing. This star here is Tupuanuku and is the whetū that is connected with food that comes from the ground. Tupu is known for a system of growth but can also mean plants, and nuku is short for papatuanuku or earth. So, Tupuanuku is how we look to manifest a good year for crops, including kumara.
Oh, my favourite.
Mine too. So, for the umu kohukohu, we lay out a portion of these foods to acknowledge Tupuanuku. And just above Tupuanuku is Tupuarangi. Rangi means sky. So can you guess what that whetū represents?
Hey, kumara from the sky.
E ururangi. There is no such thing as a sky kumara. Good guess though. Tupuarangi is the whetū of any food that comes from above our heads. think of birds and fruit that grows on trees. So for the umukohukohu, we make a portion of these for te puarangi.
I wish there was a sky kumara.
Hey, you'd go hungry. Your kuia would have a hard time catching a kumara.
But what about tuna? Sometimes in the umukohukohu that Papa prepared, there was fish and eels, and even koura.
Ah, we have some here too. These are for Waiti and Waita, the 2 stars to the bottom left of Matariki. This one is Waiti, the freshwater star. She is tied to our rivers, lakes, and streams, and all the kai that comes from them. An expert could look up to her during Matariki and interpret if it will be an abundant year for freshwater kai or not. Waita, on the other hand, is tied to kaimoana, all the food from the ocean. He sits just below Waiti because freshwater always flows downwards to the ocean. An expert would also look to Waita to know if the kaimoana catch will be good for the coming year. So, if you like smoked tuna, paua fritters, fresh kodas and pipi, these are the stars to look to.
I love tuna and paua. Can I have a small bite please, Nan?
Nah, the difference between the kohuakai and the umukohukohu is we do not get to enjoy the goodness of the umukohukohu because that kai feeds our whetū. These are for the stars, e moko.
That's pretty cool, Kui. I wish I was a whetū. There's still some stars left above Waita.
Ka pai ururangi. That is Waipunarangi. She is connected to the rain. Her name means water that pools in the sky. If Waipunarangi is bright during Matariki, we can hope for a year with no floods. For Waipunarangi, we acknowledge her with karakia. And next to Waipunarangi, there is the star of the winds. His name is Ururangi.
Hey, that's my name.
2 right there, moko. You share a name with Ururangi, who is connected to the winds. Although Ururangi is a tama and you are a kōtiro, your papa used to say when you were a baby, you didn't cry much. You were too preoccupied breathing in the fresh air and blowing it out like the winds of Ururangi.
What about that star at the top?
That is Hiwaiterangi, the youngest of all of Matariki's children. She is the star of wishes, and we look to her to grant our aspirations for the new year. During Matariki's celebrations, we try to set our goals and intentions for the year for ourselves, our hapu, our people. We look to Hiwaiterangi to answer these wishes.
Thank you for telling me about Matariki and her tamariki.
Don't forget Ururangi. Now is the time to make a wish towards Hiwaiterangi. It might be answered.
Oh, okay. Yep. I've got my wish. I'll send it to Hiwaiterangi now.
E moko, you better not have wished to see a flying kumara.
Oh, what? How did you know? Now I have to think of another one.